All right, this is our video for the constant of proportionality and unit rate. And so remember that you are doing this worksheet only if you have completed all the other work for this week. So if you have done your packet 3.2.3 and you've completed your review and you've checked both of those against the key, then you're here working on this. If you have not done those things, please go back and do those and spend your time on Friday doing that instead of this worksheet. With that said, for those of you who are here, let's go ahead and give this a try. I'm going to do one example for you, and I'm going to just start with the first one. So in this worksheet, it says, find the constant of proportionality for each graph and write an equation. So for number one here, what we're going to do is we need to find the constant of proportionality and write an equation. So I'm going to look for a point on this graph that comes out to being what I call a nice number, something that like crosses at a corner or is easily read on the graph. So for example, I'm going to choose this point right here on the graph. Now you could choose another one like this. Oh, dismiss that. You could choose a point down here. Whatever it is, you want to choose one that's going along one of these vertical lines so it's easy to see. I'm going to erase those. And so I've selected this point right here, the first one that I drew. I'm going to erase the other one. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to realize, okay, so in 2 hours, I'm able to complete between 40 and 60 is 50. So in 2 hours, I'm getting $50. So I take $50 divided by my 2 hours, and I should get $25 for 1 hour. So my constant of proportionality is 25, which means my equation is going to be, and you can choose whatever you want to choose for your letters. I'm going to choose D and H because we have dollars and hours. So my dollars equals 25 times my hours. And remember, you don't have to put that multiplication sign in between there. You could also write it like this, dollars equals 25H. So that is our equation for the constant of proportionality, because what we did is we took what was on our y-axis, the dollars, and that equals our unit rate or constant of proportionality times whatever our unit was on the x-axis. So again, this is the x, this is the y. So to review, first thing we did was we found a nice point, and then we used that to calculate the unit rate or constant of proportionality. And then we wrote that down, and then we just did our simple equation. And I used the variables D and H. You could use X and Y. Whatever you want to in this problem should work out. But just make sure you're checking your answers against the key. And if you have any questions, come into office hours to ask.